Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians tried to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe tried to solve the realm's complicated Dark Lord problem. Tyler presented the head of the Gravewalker to the prince, who was deeply saddened, and then attempted to kill them all. Del was instantly killed by the prince's radiant gaze and entered the ghost realm before being revivified. Shadow Nemesis ignored the potential for a cataclysm and tried to destroy the prince with the Talisman of Ultimate Evil, but it failed, so he ran away. And New Rogue bought them 5 hours to find DDX and Rumpleforeskin before Tyler is forced to duel the prince. Will Wet Change find a way to defeat the prince and rescue their companions? I doubt it.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Jesters of Ravenloft. We are very excited to be here. We've got our whole gang of crazy people. We're ready to go into episodes where none of us know what the hell is going to happen. It's an exciting night. For a recap of our show up to today, it's going to be very truncated. It's been a long time. Our story began with 3 comedians and their stage manager being sucked into Ravenloft, the D&D horror realm. They discovered they'd been summoned accidentally by Ezra, the god of the mists, and now they needed to defeat Dark Lords and take their place to be able to set Ezra free and return home. During their time in Ravenloft, they trained in traditional D&D classes and gained new powers and new curses because it's Ravenloft. Tyler has become a blade singer, a wizard who can kick your butt, though he'll pass out if he receives even a single solid hit. A glass hammer, if you will. He also now has green skin, horns on his forehead, has a removable pinky, and can hear the voice of Ezra inside his skull. He's also befriended his very chill familiar Ivan, who helps out whenever he can. I should not have gotten a ginger ale. I should have gotten a water. Del has become a visual bard. She blends her artistic talents and magic by using the reality blade, a weapon that lets her carve whatever she sees into the very fabric of reality around her. She can also summon and speak to ghosts. There's always an invisible wind flowing through her hair, and she's got reflective eyes like a dog catching light in the night at all times. She has befriended Rumpleforeskin, a skeleton horse with fire in its heart named by Chat, who has joined the party in a quest to find their herd. Additionally, Del has started dating a succubus from literal hell named Lucretia Sanguine, who looks like super goth Rihanna with wings and horns, and because of this, Del has multiclassed into Warlock. Guy Bradford unfortunately died. However, his body was brought back to life with no memories whatsoever. This new guy-like being has named himself New Rogue and become a cleric, dedicating himself to the god Ezra, who he believes is majestic and kind and good no matter what evidence is presented to him otherwise. He has spectral ghost limbs, from his hands to his elbows and from his knees to his feet, along with his eyes, which glow blue and kill anything they touch except for Jack Magnum, a goat that was given to him by the mists. He treats that goat like a son and might care about it a little too much when compared to the party. Lastly, there is Adam, who became Shadow Nemesis. After complete breakdown and discovering he has multiple personalities, Adam embraced the most evil one and has become a Saturday morning cartoon villain. He is trained as a barbarian on the path of the giant, so his limitless anger now makes him even bigger and stronger. He also gained a symbiote that lives inside him, which he named Shadow Master, who feeds on people's brains or by wasting people's time, and Shadow Nemesis really leaned into the brain eating. He gained the loyalty of a squire, as he claimed the title of the villainous Black Knight, but abused the little psycho so much that the evil Dr. Deputy now works for Del. She renamed him Dr. Deputy Extreme. Our heroes defeated their first Dark Lord, and Shadow Nemesis struck the final blow, so he took the title. Then the realm transformed into his own personal hell, so they moved on to the second. New Rogue became the Dark Lord there, barely beating out Shadow Nemesis, who wanted a second crown, and they traveled onwards to this, the third realm. They've discovered it's a bit of a Groundhog Day scenario. Every time the full party has died, or if they've made it to midnight, the day has reset, and they've begun again at the beginning. They've heard that there is a final battle between Prince Auric Bright Eyes and the Gravewalker, and after 60-something episodes, they still haven't gone there. They went to every other named location they ever heard of. They met every other NPC I wrote down, and some I had to make up on the spot. They had collected every magic item that had been haunting or hanging around in the realm until it was destroyed inside Rumpleforeskin's chest by Del, who was worried about the enemies taking them. Shadow Nemesis had betrayed the party multiple times, contacting the Gravewalker to explain the loop and that his friends had the loot after they killed him because he kept trying to kill Gregor Man, a gnome, an elderly gnome who lived in town, who he decided was the Dark Lord of the realm, before having a change of heart and deciding he should work with the team, fully explaining what he had done And they were reunited through a series of very strange circumstances, including the influence of the mists. They are all now at Angelina's farm, well outside of Corntown, where they began, and on the opposite side of the map from the final battle, but have somehow managed to bring every villain and or hero to them at this farm. They had defeated the Gravewalker, specifically New Rogue beating the shit out of him in the sewers, followed by him receiving a critical leg drop to his corpse and Del shooting him in the chest while he was already dead, at which point the realm kind of frizzled and almost broke apart before coming back together. They had a collection of theories over what that could involve, many of them believing Prince Bright Eyes was somehow involved, but not sure. The Gravewalker's ghost is around, but Del isn't able to summon it because he's so powerful. He keeps trying to rip apart her blood from the inside. Eventually, deciding they just needed to approach the prince, Tyler made his way up to reveal himself as the general. He looks like an orc general who was originally being hired to take part in this final battle. Delivered the Gravewalker's head. The prince was very sad, demanded they all kneel. Then when they didn't obey, he decided to kill them. So our heroes ran away through a sewer. Through a collection of web use and clever tactics, all four of them are alive and have escaped out of the sewer, leaving their pursuers behind. At which point, New Rogue had a thaumaturgical argument with the prince, who had given them 1 hour before he executed Dr. Deputy Extreme and Rumpleforeskin, his two captive hostages. New Rogue managed to negotiate for 5 hours, and that was where we had left our adventure. They are on a bone chariot. They have 5 hours before they must return. They have an evil genie and almost no items because they had teleported around via evil genie without knowing it was an evil genie, and lost almost all of their stuff being teleported into a combat zone in their underwear. It's underwear fighting a prince time, I guess. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know what's going to happen. We sure are going to find out tonight.
I don't know if even that's a guarantee.
Any continuity questions from any of you about anything that's happened? I listened to the episodes today.
No,
I'm good.
We're going to win.
Okay.
We're going to do it.
And with that, it's time for us to return to Ravenloft. 4 unlikely heroes, most of them clad in little more than underwear, except for Del, are riding in the Gravewalker's bone chariot, pulled by 2 skeletal steeds fueled by green fire in their chests and their eyes. Racing somewhere, I don't know. It could be towards, could be away from Angelina's farm. You are currently blasting out of the ravine at the back, far enough from the farm that it allowed sewage and other things to be taken care of through a grate that you gummed up with webs. You have earned yourselves 5 hours, an incredibly specific amount of time. It seems like, New Rogue, you might be the one with the plan this time. So what are you telling the others, having chosen 5 hours as the amount of prep you need?
Right. So again, I'm sandwiched in between everybody, and I have my arms being held aloft, kind of like I'm looking like a giant pencil. Try not to touch them. Okay, gang. So I didn't think asking for 5 hours would work. In retrospect, I probably should have asked for more time, but you deal with the cards you're dealt.
Sure.
So I was kind of thinking of resting for a bit because I'm completely diminished of any magical energy, pretty much. And if I kind of like meditate, with my body still, within 4 hours, I'll be there. I can be your healing tank. Other than that, yeah, did I do a good thing?
I mean, what's the rest of your plan?
Right, about that. So, Del, I'm wondering if you can get in contact with Lucretia, see if she's been able to get in touch with this genie's contract or find it in the bowels of hell. I would like you to take hold of the lamp while I'm, dozed out and meditated and, all prayed up. Okay. And I need you to make sure that this genie, like Lucretia puts the screws to him. Okay. Because I think, and this is just me, if Lucretia acts as our lawyer, maybe she can get something out of him. Like maybe she can press for a redo of the wish, or I don't know, maybe transporting all of our stuff to us here. I just don't want to waste these last 2 wishes unless I absolutely have to. And I do feel, again, we were not transported safely. I don't say if an airplane lands, all right, and then somebody explodes after that. I don't think that was a safe trip. Okay, so I really need you to press Lucretia for me if you could. And
well, I can. Yeah, I could talk to her, and honestly, thinking about it, Shadow Nemesis had a good idea with writing out the whole wish. Maybe we could have her look at it since she's good at contracts and all of that.
That too, I really like that to be my the backup, just in case, because I really feel like with only one wish left, I really feel like that could be great, but 2 would be better. And that's just where my head is.
4.
3 or 4, but
or infinity. Yeah,
he won't do infinity. But poor Hester Joe Hassenpfeffer is dead, and that's not good. So do you think I'm good to go pray now in silence? Is that good?
Are you okay to do that while you're getting jostled around on this chariot? Like we're all pretty crowded in here. That's all right. What you need to do? Okay.
Yes, I'm going to lay down, and I'd like you to just stand on parts of me so just I don't
straddle you. Okay.
That would be great. Watch the hands. I'm going to put them underneath my buttocks, and okay. I don't have boots. So I'm just going to gum up my legs, and I'm going to rest on them. It's going to stink when I wake up, but that's what healing energy is.
Can you explain what gumming up your legs looks like for the DM?
Why is it going to stink after?
So it's like when you rest on your legs, like on your knees, like you bend. It's like you're going from standing position down almost to a praying.
Don't do it on your mic arm. Don't do it on your mic arm.
All right, sorry. Audio medium. Thank you.
You're doing an extreme back bend into laying down with your hands and feet under you, as though you had been hogtied.
Correct.
Okay, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage?
How dare you? Disadvantage, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Why is it going to stink after, though?
Because, have you ever sat on your hand or something or whatever, and it's gone asleep?
And then your hand stinks?
Not literally stinks.
Isn't bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It means it's going to be a bad internal experience, not a literal smell. It's a metaphor.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank God. All right.
Sorry about that, guys. Dexterity is a 8.
All right. You, while trying to get down, fall off the back of the chariot, hit the ground, take 4 damage, and the party watches this happen.
New road.
As the speed ride forwards.
Pull over. Whoa.
Okay, they stop about 60 feet from you.
It's okay. I landed on my head.
Get in the cart. We gotta go find a flat land. Come on.
I'm just gonna plank, okay? And you guys sit on me or something. Here goes. Get out. Just move a little bit.
You are wide in the open, just outside the limits of the farm.
Rogue.
Okay, fine. Sorry, Jesus.
Get in.
We're going to 4 hours. We're going to go 30 minutes from when we left. That's our camp. 4 hours for New Rug. Then we pile in 30 minutes back, and that is our whole 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You have your half-hour ride. Is there anything any of you would be doing specifically during this ride?
Well, considering that I'm nigh dead, I am so close to being dead that I at least will sit by myself and say, "You're okay. Everything's gonna be fine."
I was gonna say you would be able to theoretically take a short rest while New Rogue is relaxing and use hit dice for healing if you wanted to. You don't have to use spells right now.
That's true.
If we want to get mechanical about D&D for a second, I really like the idea of you trying to sit somewhere while you're 6 inches from everyone else on a carriage.
You sit by yourself, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm too scared of... If New Rogue even touches me, I'm going to die again. So I'm at least going to do this.
Yep, you're going to do that anyway.
I feel right now.
Do you know, I think that's a reasonable point. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from Dell, Adam, and Tyler, please?
Dangerous.
New Rogue, can you roll me a sleight of hand?
man.
You want to have as sleight of hand as possible.
$10.
The difficulty class for everyone else will be 10.
Oh, thank God, I got a 12.
Do I get advantage with danger sense?
Yes, you do see his arms.
Whoa. All right.
I rolled 11.
Okay, safe, no
Close.
damage. I subtracted what New Rogue rolled from 20 to set this DC.
15.
All right, New Rogue doesn't hurt anybody. You have this ride. Del, as this ride continues, the mist does swirl up around you. When you look down, you see you have a new bag on your hip.
What?
It looks similar to your other bag of holding, only it's a little bit fancier. It's a little bit more finely made, and there's something a little bit adventurous about it with the way that the golden thread is used on this one. The way it's just showing off a little bit more.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is nice. Okay, I do feel a little bit more heavy. Tyler,
Yeah.
I present in my two little hands. The mist gave me this. It looks like my old bag, but it looks like fancy.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Give me about 11 minutes.
Okay. And then I want to know what it is.
I'll tell you.
Please.
I'm not going to keep it a secret. Why would I? Of course. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I will tell you what it is.
All right. Good.
And I begin to
And then
cast
while-
Identify as a ritual.
While Tyler's busy casting Identify as a ritual, I'm going to secretly eat a cookie. I only have a few left.
Secretly eat a cookie. Can't have anybody knowing.
No. I can't know.
Okay.
I hope this will bode well for the rest of the day because I am very nervous and worried about my BFF Rumpleforeskin.
All righty. You eat the cookie.
I'm going to go dual Prince Auric Bright Eyes, but I sure hope Rumple's okay, my BFF. I'm only divining what your gift is right in front of you.
And Del, can you roll me a D20 for your cookie?
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh,
I don't know how, but I did it.
Nice.
Infinite cookies.
Yeah.
All right. You bite into this cookie and it tastes excellent. It just feels so good. And the piece of paper that pops out, which has even got a little bit of a cinnamony flavor to it before you take it out of your mouth, it says, "Aberrations beyond your mind will come to share wisdom," which feels very apropos for someone who talks to ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need you to roll me a D20 5 times.
Wow.
Okay. I hope this is positive. Aberrations is concerning to me, but
The other
love
cookies
an
that were
aberration.
bad had tasted like death. This one tastes
you're right.
very
This one
good.
does taste good. Okay.
My first roll bodes so well. It's a 13.
Okay.
Ooh, lucky number.
Oh no, another 13. What does this
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
What's this mean?
Getting worried. All right.
17. Another 13. Okay.
Oh,
cookie.
no.
What does that mean? And a 16.
All right.
Weird.
All right, Del.
cookie.
Those are your lucky numbers.
Great.
Whenever you roll a D20 today, roll one of your lucky numbers. You can re-roll the D20 if you want to and take the higher of the two rolls. Alternatively, when you make a D20 roll, you can choose to use a lucky number as the result of the roll. Once you use it in that way, it's removed from your pool for the day.
All right.
You also
Take it.
gain 1 temporary hit point because
nice.
it's key.
Yay. I'm feeling better already.
I know Shadow Nemesis, you're driving. New Rogue, you can't rest yet. You're busy jostling and making sure you don't touch anyone. Is there anything else you're doing on this ride?
Yeah, I'm going to be pressing. I'm really going to be pressing, I guess, Del, just going over the fine details of, Lucretia business if I could, because I want to make sure it's right. But I'm trying to straddle that line of not being too pushy as well, because she's doing me a favor. Adele is, Lucretia is.
What were you saying, New York?
Yeah. So, I just really wanted to make sure that we are completely aligned here. I really do believe in my bones that this genie did a trick and that it wasn't up to code. And I think with your beautiful mind and the beautiful mind of Lucretia, you guys can make sure he redoes his wish for us, and we get our stuff, and we don't waste one wish, just bringing our stuff back to us. And that way, if ever I need it, I will have an extra wish to, bring Jack Magnum back if somehow things go wrong. And we can also use
back.
Well, I don't know where he is.
Oh, where is he?
I don't know. We transported, and then carts fell, and Joe Hassenpfeffer.
Did you say that Jack Magnum was supposed to come with you?
In spirit, yeah. Like I said, everything. I'd like transport all of us, everybody here. So, and Jack Magnum was part of everybody.
Can you roll me a history, New Rogue?
Oh boy, come on, New Rogue, don't screw up. Okay, that was a 14.
You feel like you may have said people in your wish. You can't remember, but there's a good chance you just wished for people to transport.
Or I said, hold on, or I said people, like transport people, but
right.
But hold on. Wait a second. That's bullshit. What kind of person doesn't consider animals people? You have to be a monster.
Neuro, so about this, like not up to code code wish redo. So do you think that there's a specific thing that the genie didn't do, or does it just feel unfair?
No, I think it's both.
Okay.
He said transport us safely, and I think you really have to go to the spirit of what safely means. Okay, I don't buy this thing of, oh well, you went from point A to point B safely. If somebody dies slightly after that point because stuff transports in and kills them, I think that is actually against the letter of the genie law.
And the mist swirls up around you, New Rogue, and gives you a pop culture reference that is another great example of what you're trying to explain here.
Okay, easy. It's like say it was Christmas Day in like 1998, and you asked for the best video game system on the market, and you open it up and you get a Sega Saturn, and like you're like, I wanted a PlayStation, but I got a Sega Saturn, this is old. This is like 3 years old. I mean, they're both 3 years old, but one of them's not even like. This isn't. Nobody plays this anymore. It's unfair, damn it.
And the mist swirls around you and gives you another pop culture reference that helps you explain what you're trying to get across.
Yeah, so it's Christmas 2001. You asked for like the best video game system on the market, right? And you open up and you think you're going to get like a PlayStation 2 or an Xbox, and you get a Sega Saturn. And you're like, what? I didn't want a Sega Saturn. I wanted an Xbox, a GameCube, or a PlayStation 2. Sega Saturn hasn't been relevant in like 6 years now. What the fuck, Mom and Dad? What the fuck?
And the mist swirls around you and gives you a third pop culture reference that'll help you explain this to Del super clearly.
It's like on Christmas Day in the year 2013, and you're like, I want the best video game system this generation has to offer, and you're like, this is going to be a PlayStation 4, this is going to be an Xbone, and then you open it up, and it's a fucking, say it with me, Sega Genesis. What the fuck? You went back further? No, this is too retro. Nobody cares about Sega Genesis yet. There has to be a few more years in between. Like now it would be like, whoa, it's a Sega Genesis. They really
It's retro now, yeah.
Yeah, they really had to fork out a lot of money, not just like go to, I don't know, like somebody's like box sale on a sidewalk somewhere in some shitty neighborhood.
Box sale.
Well, New Rogue, I get what you're saying, and even all of your examples are like, this is what I said, and this was my intention, but you didn't just say, I want a PlayStation for Christmas. You know, you said that there's like a gap between your intention and the words. And I know it sounds like you really tried your best, but I think this genie, the whole point is, like Tyler said, one of those fucking genies, is that they're purposely trying to do that. And that's like, maybe Lucretia will be mad about it because that's not what she does. She's very much tries to not be tricky and be very above board in her deals. But I don't know if she can make other people do that.
Maybe not, but I think it's worth it. And I think you're onto something, Lucretia. She has her eye on the prize. And I think she's a stickler for details and the spirit of the law. And you know what?
Okay.
I don't want a Sega Genesis. I want a wish. A wish that doesn't kill poor Hester Joe Hashafafa. Okay?
Who's that?
He was a guy that died. He like a cart fell on him with our provisions. And by the way, when I said provisions, I thought that meant like all of our stuff, like weapons and stuff, but not just like cabbages or whatever fell out of the cart. Okay, I'm tired. Okay. I'm sorry. I've worked myself up into a tizzy, Dell. Is this too much? Am I asking too much?
No, I can't guarantee it'll be perfect, but I'll see what we can figure out. Thanks for all the information.
Thank you so much. I'm going to give you this lamp for now, and I'm making sure not to jostle it. You have to be very careful with this. But if you need to call upon Sally something, you rub this guy, okay? You rub this guy out.
Who's Sally?
Fuck guy.
He's a genie. He's red, and he's not.
Wait, you
nice.
didn't say Sally to Lucretia. I don't think.
What did I say?
Remembered the genie named Sally.
Well, okay. Well,
actually, I don't think Nero can remember this. Dale, can you roll me a history? And Shadow Nemesis, can you roll me a history?
All right.
Oh, come on.
I feel like Tyler's just concentrating, and you just watch his eyebrow twitch, like a little vein kind of start pulsing on his forehead.
It's a 12. 12 for me.
I rolled a 15.
15. Shadow Nemesis, you remember the name that he was told. Severus Womp.
I'm going to write that down. Severus.
That's our commercial break right there. Shadow Nemesis, you hear this name being said very differently than it was the previous time, but you've also had some time to yourself, just driving this chariot. Are there any thoughts? Are there any plans percolating? Is there anything going on in your mind, or are you just focused on the road?
Well, finding out that we have a genie, that's pretty sweet. So I guess I'd be thinking
You'd be
about
overhearing this conversation, like just hearing it as you drive.
I'm kind of thinking of what I want what I would want to wish for in this scenario that we're in. And I guess I'm just overhearing all the different names of the genie, and I'll kind of call back as I'm racing through wherever I'm going. And I'll say, you said it was Severus Womp.
That's right.
I did?
Yeah, I remember genie names.
Oh, this
You're
realm.
Not Sally.
Oh, yes, sorry. It's an S. It's an S. I don't know, guys. Is Severus
Womp the name?
Yeah.
Or did you
I said that?
Make it up?
No, I don't make up things, Shadow Nemesis.
So if we call this genie when we stop and we say, hello, Severus Womp, it will say, hello, thank you for calling me by my correct name.
Oh gosh. Well, oh no. So I said the wrong name before. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you just said it was Sally.
Okay, yeah.
Patrick.
Now I'm hearing it. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh shit. Maybe it's not.
shit.
Maybe it's not Severus Swamp, but it was. It's a. It starts with a
Oh my god.
and then it ends with a wa.
Sewa.
Wa.
Oh, no. Okay.
The first one's a s, and the last one's a w. So, as, what are those called? Initials. Just, I'm pretty sure the initials are correct though. Everything else is
and a
is
w?
and a w.
Okay.
W. Whoa.
I turn my attention to the road and I'm just a little vein pops into my head too.
As the ride goes on, there are just more and more people staring out with one vein popping out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tyler.
thinks I'm an idiot.
Over
Hi.
the course of this ride, theoretically, you could identify up to 3 items.
Yeah.
So the first one that you were identifying is Dell's. It is her new bag, and it is a bag of constant collecting.
Okay.
It is a bag of holding, but anytime a new object worth more than 25 gold pieces is put in it, the bearer gains advantage on their next Constitution saving throw, or it cures 1 level of exhaustion so that it can help them stay energized to find more stuff.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. My eyes kind of open again as I'm complete the ritual, and I say, oh, and just the knowledge floods into my mind, and I say, oh, okay, all right, Dell, Dell, you got a second?
Yeah. What, Tyler?
What? You good?
Maybe. What? Please tell me about the bag.
Okay. It's a bag of constant collecting.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a bag of holding, but there's like little bonuses to putting kind of expensive or cool stuff in it. Anything that's got like a value over, say, I don't know, 50 gold, will give you, the holder, some bonuses. You'll feel energized to help you keep collecting stuff, basically.
Oh, well, that's great. Oh, perfect. Thanks so much. Thanks for taking the time, Tyler.
I mean, what else am I going to do? There you go. That's for you. Oh, here, you want me to, if you'll let me, do you want to take off your little knife cape there, and I'll see what's going on with that?
That'd be great. Thank you. I'll take off my knife cape, and then I will take my silver dagger, the cursed silver dagger, off of my hip and put it in the bag of holding. See what happens.
It goes in the bag of holding, and you feel yourself be slightly more energized. Dell, you have advantage on your next Constitution saving throw.
Yay!
Hot damn.
Very nice.
Tyler, you check out this cloak. You cast your identify
11
spell
minutes,
over time. You realize this is a cloak of protection and will give Dell +1 to her AC mechanically, so you know that, Dell, but it's far more armored than it should be. There's a bit of a magical boost here to her overall protection while wearing it.
Oh, this is like mine, only it looks fucking rad, like you're the Shredder or something. It's a cloak of protection, so this is good protective gear. This will keep you safe from. It'll make you harder to hurt when people try to hit you with stuff.
Well, that's great.
So yeah, there you go.
It
Have
does,
that back.
and it looks really cool. I mean, yours looks really cool too. It does the floaty. Cool.
Maybe we'll see if I get it again. This is really nice though.
Oh, right.
The wool cape is nice. Thank you for that.
I just thought you'd like it better than just your underwear.
I do. I very much do. Yeah. All right. You got anything else? Shadow Nemesis, you got anything else?
Look at me. I'm freaking wearing like boxer shorts and shoes and
I know, but we've been away. Did you pick anything up?
No.
Oh, sorry to hear that. And Dell, anything else for you?
I don't think so. That should be everything.
All right, I'm going to take a look at this. Gambler's Blade is what Bright Eyes called it. He seemed to know what it was just by looking at it.
So, Tyler, you identify this gambler's blade and learn its mechanical and power effects. Essentially, it is a magical bladed weapon, always taking a form that is appropriate to its bearer. When drawn the first time each day, the bearer can decide if it's a mundane weapon, a +1 weapon, a +2 weapon, or a +3 weapon. But whatever it gains in attacks, you subtract from your death saving throws that day.
Oh, all right. Okay. I already drew it to look at the blade, so I didn't make the choice.
Yeah, today it's a +3, but it's -3 to your death saving throws.
Okay, so it just became a +3 blade when I drew it out to look at it back in the sewer. Okay. And I know that as well. Okay, cool. Great. That's fine. I was probably going to die anyway. And so that's... we're at minute 33 now.
Yep. And you have arrived inside, just at the edge of the woods, able to go in and find a space where you can all lay down away from any prying eyes out in the world. You set up a quick camp. New Rogue, I'm imagining are you just kneeling down to pray? What's this going to look like over these 4 hours during which you are praying?
I want to make sure maximum restfulness. Sometimes I've done it on my hands and knees or whatever kneeling position. I'm just going to lay like face down and just be like, okay, everybody. So yeah, wake me up in 4 hours or I'll do it myself. But no, you wake me up. And if there's dinosaurs, watch out for dinosaurs. And yeah, remember, Del, make sure to not, I'm going to take this off. I take off the lamp and I place it next to me. Del, it's in your hands now. I love everybody. I hope I didn't biff things too hard. Okay, sleepy sleeps. And then I just like crash and just go into my meditation state.
Great. Face down in the woods. New Rogue is out.
Okay. Shadow Nemesis, I know you overheard about the genie stuff. Yeah. Tyler.
You got the name?
Right. So this is kind of a mess. I was wondering if maybe you guys could be, on this call with me if I forget anything, or just, I don't think Lucretia will love that, but...
Are you sure you don't want to talk to her, just you two? I thought you'd like that.
I do. I like that. I just don't want to mess up this whole genie and everything. It's a lot of stuff to remember.
No offense to New Rogue, but he doesn't really come up with the best plans. I don't really know what Lucretia could do to change the mind of Severus Womp, which I'm going to take a stab at and say that's not his name, because New Rogue is with names. What's Lucretia going to do? This sounds like a jerk genie, and you need to know how to deal with jerk genies. I watched that episode of X-Files, and I know how to deal with them. We got 2 wishes left. New Rogue beefed the first one. We just need to deal with that.
Why don't you just summon him and ask him what his name is?
Yeah, but don't make it a wish, though.
No, I mean, he introduced himself to New Rogue, I assume. New Rogue got the name somehow.
Now, hold on a minute.
If somebody else touches the wish, does that reset everything and then make him not able to continue his wish line? Or how does that work?
Yeah. I don't know anything. Maybe you'd get 3 wishes. Because you're the new owner, right?
I don't know. I assume a conversation can happen. New Rogue was speaking to this genie when he came on the Sending Stone and told me about the possibility of transporting us to the battle with the Gravewalker. I said, oh, that might be a good idea. And then before I could really talk about wait, or, maybe we should figure this out, or maybe I should talk to some of these people here. I was naked and in a cornfield.
Yeah, he beefed it. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. What do you think, Tyler? Do you want to try to talk to the genie, or do you want me to call Lucretia, or...
I mean, I'll talk to the genie. You can give it to me. I'll give it a rub. And I won't make any wishes without talking to anybody.
Shh, I'm fine with that. Del, you're the lamp custodian for now. What do you say?
I don't see any better ideas. Just don't make a wish in case it's New Rogue's wishes still,
Okay.
I won't.
Okay.
And I grab the lamp and I give it a rub and I say, "Oh, genie of the lamp, come forth! Your master shadow Nemesis summons you!"
And in a burst of smoke, a magnificent, aggressive red genie appears.
Ooh.
And we'll take a quick commercial break right there. You find yourself looking up at a genie. He has red skin, he's shirtless, he's twice the size of any of you with bulging muscles, black bladed tribal tattoos covering his body, hateful yellow eyes, curling ram's horns, and a perfectly pointed black goatee, with a sash at his waist leading to a smoky trail that leads back into the lamp.
Ooh.
I have been summoned to serve you, master. For what do you wish?
Okay, I don't got any wishes yet. Okay, I just have some questions, which are not wishes.
Shadow Nemesis.
What? I said I don't have wishes.
I live to serve, as I am forced to.
Sweet. All right. First question, which isn't a wish. What is your name?
Wish, and I will tell you.
No, you
You
don't, you
knew it.
sneaky bastard. I knew it. I knew he was a jerk. Look, you just tell me your name. I'm having a conversation.
You made it clear that you want to work around the wish structure. That means you seek knowledge, and thus I will only give it to you upon a wish.
All right. Well, how many wishes do I get?
3.
Oh, it reset. We get 3 wishes. Oh, hot damn. I
You
knew
receive 3 wishes.
Yeah.
You are my master currently.
it. All right. Well, good job. Tell you what, go back in your lamp and I'll call you later.
Oh, and he's back in the lamp.
See, I said I have 3 wishes now. So we don't even need to contact Lucretia anymore. We can just wish. Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah. Let's write down some wishes. While New Rogue is
should
all
maybe-
zonked out.
Okay, if you want, give me the wish that you wrote up, and I will talk to Lucretia about it, because at least we got to talk to Lucretia about, the name being wrong and apologize.
All right. I'll give the letter
You have to take it out of New Rogue's pocket and then give it to Dell.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna go over to New Rogue, just carefully pull it out, and this is what I wrote. Here you go.
Okay.
Go tell Lucretia about it.
All right.
We'll leave you alone. You can talk to Lucretia. And I'll be by myself thinking of all my our wishes.
Right. Okay. And I'm gonna pull out my reality paints, and I'm gonna paint Adam another pen and a stack of paper, and I'm just here.
Hey.
Enjoy. Write some thoughts down. Tyler.
All right. He's going to go.
All right.
Oh my God.
I wish I had a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear a dinosaur fight in the distance.
Oh, it's happening.
Okay, Tyler. What do you want to do, or do you want to sit on the call with me, or what do you think we should do?
New Rogue's resting to get his magic back. Shadow Nemesis is going to think up some wishes. I can't rest. Do you want someone on this call with you? I totally get it if you just want to do a call with Lucretia.
Yeah,
Either way.
No, if you could be there, that'd be great. It's sort of
Colgate?
life or death for us in a way. So if I miss anything, I want you to try and keep track of it if you can.
I will try.
Okay. So then we'll go sit somewhere where we can sit against a rock or a tree or something and get comfortable.
I'm going to
I'll
stand.
shadow Nemesis over there. Oh,
Can't
Tyler's
risk
standing.
resting. I'm standing.
Okay. So I'll pull out the mirror and say, "Show me Lucretia."
And in a puff of brimstone, she appears. Oh, hello. I've missed
Oh.
you.
Oh, I've missed you a lot too. It's really great to see you. I just talked to you a little bit ago, but it still feels like a long time.
Yes, it's been more than a day for me.
Yeah. Oh, right. I wanted to call and apologize. I am so sorry about the last call and the stuff with New Rogue. Turns out that he didn't have the right name of the genie.
That explains why Melisandre couldn't find me any documents.
Oh, good. I was worried that you were, working away on that and wasting your time, but this is Melisandre, I'm glad you have someone working for you.
Oh, I have so many little helpers in so many places. I'm so sorry I couldn't be more assistance. Did you get the actual name?
Nope, because now that we want to know the name, now the genie is withholding and trying to make it into a wish kind of thing, so... Yeah.
Yes, that sounds about right. It's what I would do. Recognized game.
Yeah, that's why, I wanted to just ask you about it, whether, you'd be up to looking at a wish idea we have written up, or New Rogue feels like he got tricked with his wish because
yes, so many immortals like to go by the letter of the law instead of the intention. We succubi are very good with consent. We like things to be clear, but unfortunately, due to, one might say, tremendously high-level magic, I can't consult on any other contracts done with an immortal. I wouldn't want them interfering in my deals. I'm not allowed to interfere in theirs. If you'd had the name, I could have told you maybe about their personality, but unfortunately, I can't help. I'm so sorry. Please don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Otherwise, I'm going to have a whole immortal war on my hands.
That makes a lot of sense. No, look, even you telling this information is helpful, so thanks for that. I guess we'll just have to figure it out however we can, because yes. I mean,
New Rogue is stupid, so I feel like he leaps forward with his heart and not his head, which is not the way to interact with bound immortals forced to do what others wish. They're going to betray you and get what they want because they've had immortality to experiment with language, and you're so new to it, and he's weeks old, just clueless.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to explain to him the difference between, how you think something is coming across and feel about it versus what you actually say, and that there's a gulf there. But yeah, he's just new.
Yes, this is going to need to be tremendously specific if you're going to gain anything, and odds are there will be a trap in the language anyways. Unless you're tremendously desperate, I would suggest avoiding utilizing this genie altogether.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we are pretty desperate, but that's also good advice.
Well, all I can say is look out for yourself.
Thanks, Lucretia. Take care of yourself, too. I was hoping we would get out of here pretty soon, but now it's sort of all up in the air.
Yes, it seems like your friend Tyler is wearing underwear and a cape around the front of him.
Hi, Lucretia.
Hello.
Yeah, they sort of used the genie wish to teleport themselves, and New Rogue tried really hard to be specific, but apparently provisions doesn't equal all of their stuff, and so they showed up with just underwear to the final battle.
Traditionally leans food, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I would suggest you all consult heavily with New Rogue on the use of language before you let him weesh again.
Yeah. Shadow Nemesis is drafting up, foolproof wishes as we speak.
I would suggest you consult with Shadow Nemesis on the wishes he's putting together, because he's going to have the same problems.
I think we all are. I think this is an immortal being who will be able to interpret anything we say any way it really wishes. No pun intended.
No, I completely agree with you. I just think they're going to be even worse at it than you.
Great.
Right.
You two have a healthy level of paranoia. So read over the things and prevent them from doing anything silly. Wait, does Shadow Nemesis have the lamp right now?
Yeah.
No, Dell has it.
Oh, I mean, I just left it where it was. I didn't want to touch it just in case I accidentally, made a genie happen.
Did the two of you leave Shadow Nemesis alone with the lamp?
I'll be right back. And I leave.
And the camera pans over to Shadow Nemesis, where you find yourself sitting as your friends step away with a pen, a stack of papers, and the genie's lamp sitting on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I am, previously I wrote that one letter.
Yep.
So I guess I kind of have that. But I'm also thinking of a plan where we don't have to fight Prince Auric Bright Eyes on his terms. I'm thinking of a plan where we can fight him on our terms. A little thing I like to call cheating because we have a genie lamp.
Okay. So what is this plan you're coming with, or do you want to wait to tell the others? Are you tempted to use this lamp on your own? That's the biggest priority here outside of general craftiness.
Here's the thing. I like the genie's a jerk. So I already know that if I were to just say something willy-nilly, it's going to blow up in my face, probably literally. So in that frame of mind, I am not just going to blurt out a wish. I'm going to remember that very helpful X-Files episode where Mulder found a typewriter and he wrote out this huge legal document of what he wanted his wish to be, and it worked. So I got that in my head.
Great. Tyler, you arrive and find Shadow Nemesis sitting with his paper and pens, the lamp safely away from him.
Hey, Shadow Nemesis, you mind if, what do you got there? What are you writing up there?
Oh, just how we're gonna win. Ooh, yes, that's a good idea.
Cool. You're gonna run that by all of us before making any wishes, right?
Yes, Tyler, of course I am.
Great, super.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scoop this up and bring it back to Dell.
Don't rub it, or else you're gonna interrupt things.
I don't want anything from this guy.
Well, don't touch it then. Just leave it. I'm not gonna make wishes.
New Rogue entrusted it to Dell, okay?
Well,
it's about honoring his wish, okay? Let's start with that. Let's grant each other's wishes, huh?
Well, that's what I'm working on, granting everybody's wishes.
Great, me too. And I scoop up the lamp and I walk
Don't
away.
rub
Roll
it.
me a D6 as the mist swirls up around you.
Want me to do it?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a 6.
All right. You pick up the lamp. You're good.
Okay, great.
Nothing
if he comes out, I would have been like, nope, and just kept walking, no fanfare, no big speech, or get back in there. I don't give a shit. And I am walking back across our campsite over towards Dell. I'm going to send a cantrip message over to Dell, sort of like a cautious parent knocking on their child's bedroom door. They've got their girlfriend in there. Just knock, knock. Hey, hello. I'm opening the door. Hello. That kind of thing. Just a message cantrip of hey, I'm coming back with the lamp.
Super. Dell, Tyler stepped away and you have this brief moment, just you and Lucretia. Is there anything you ask? Is there anything you say? What's happening?
Yeah, just I just like everybody here, I'm really sick of this place, and I was really hoping I could get back to actually see you soon, but we're gonna just keep trying, I guess.
Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you because this is fated to happen. We're in each other's blood, Dell.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is.
Thanks so much for all of your support and all of the stuff you've sent me. It's just all been really inspirational.
Oh, excellent. Tell me a dream of yours, Dell. What's something that you want to have happen in your life?
Oh,
Some burning desire, but it can be of any kind. Object, a place, a concept. Oh, a concept.
I mean, it's sort of hard to even imagine. I mean, if I try to imagine that, Tyler's coming back.
Think on this for later.
Okay.
Tyler returns.
Is it okay over there, Tyler?
Yeah, he didn't, there was no giant red menacing genie. Here you go. This is for you to take care of. And I can go. Unless you want me to stick around with you and Lucretia, but I can also go, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you want to just leave the lamp here.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, Tyler.
No problem. Have fun. And I turn around and walk away.
And for the first time, Del, you find yourself alone, in as much as anyone can be alone with a immortal evil genie trapped inside a lamp next to them, but alone with Lucretia Sanguine. And that's the end of our episode.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: George Dolby, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Alarain Okapi, Madre de Gatos, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Kai Koa, Squire Solaire, Sandy Sassy Pants, Amira Lockhart, James Molina, Nick Hemsing, Alex LaFountain, Mickey Blake, Seth Cambron, Corpse Knight Silver, Adamir 101, The Dankler, Anticore 7, Lady Destiny Stormbringer, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.